Hi, I'm Dr. M. Kamakshay. I'm a freelance software evangelist and full stack software developer, and also an academic of data science and analytics. I've been creating a series of video demonstrations related to Python for data science and analytics. In my previous videos or demonstrations, I've explained how to deal with basic data types and also a couple of other advanced data types along with operators. In this video, I'm going to show you how to deal with control flow. So whenever we talk about control flow, it simply refers to two particular statements in Python. They are if statement and for statement. Now, the if statement stands for conditional, to check the conditions, and for statement is useful to do a particular operation for a repeated iterations. That is the reason why we always have the habit of using I, which stands for iteration, in for loops. Now in Python, the control flow can be done by using conditional statements like if statement and loop statements like for statement. In this video, I'm going to show you, I think I should be having my list. In my previous video, I created a couple of data types, my list, my tuple, and my dict. So these are actually the advanced data types in, there are also other couple of data types in Python, but these are the few things which every data scientist must know. Now, suppose if I want to loop through each and every element in my tuple, that is the first one. I think this is if you want to check the length of the tuple, my tuple, you can do that by using len, same thing like that. Since that is not the case, because it is very short, sometimes you may be having a tuple of the size 1000, 2000, something like that. So there you can check len, something like. But whereas here that is not the case. That is the initial thing which we need to do. I'm going to show you how to use for statement to loop through each and every element of these tuples. You have the very good documentation for statement and if statements here in Python documentation. So where you can just go here, you'll see if statement is there, and you also have the first statement. So you don't need any instructor or a classroom training to learn Python. You can learn yourself. Now you go through this documentation. I'm just going to, what I'm talking here in this video session has nothing to do with this documentation examples. I am talking in my own style. Now we got kind of data variables, and there are 3 data variables here. In actual scenario, you may be having different types of data variables, just like age, gender, salary, education, something like that. So I'm not talking in that way. I'm just going to deal with this basic my list, my tuple, and my dict, something like that. I'm just going to show you how to loop through, which means how to print each and every statement in a given data type using for statement. Now, writing for statement in Python is very simple. It is unlike in C. We have a conventional way which is known as C type for loop, something like that, or C type for statement, something like that. So here we don't use for I, int I is something like that, and this is called initiation. Next we have condition less than or equal to some n and I plus plus. That is not there. So writing loops in Python is rather a cool job and very easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that. For I means iterator. For I in my tuple, then for every native Python statement should be terminated with this colon. Suppose if you are using for if, then that if end of the if statement you should type colon, something like that. Now your ideally understands that you are into the logic, and it will provide you an indentation. Now print, we are not going to print my tuple or my tuple within brackets I. It is just I, that's all. So that is out of emotion we try to do just like this. Here you should not write my tuple or my tuple I. Now that is going to give you error. Okay, so it is very simple. For every I in your data type, just print I. So this I is coming from your data type. Okay, now in the same fashion you can also do the same thing for I in my list. Okay, now don't forget to terminate your statement with colon, print I. Now same thing, my dict. You're not going to, I don't know, let me, yeah, of course it is possible, first, second, third. Now what is happening here, when you use for a statement on my dict, it only returns the keys, not the values. Actually my dict is a combination of a factor as well as a vector. Let's see my dict. You have a factor, first, second, something like that, and you have a factor, you have a vector 1 2 3 4. So first one is the factor, which is non-numerical. The second data type is the number, that is why dictionaries are hybrid, which can encapsulate which can hold different types of data. So one is the key, second one is the value. Suppose you want to take the keys out from my dictionary. You got a beautiful method called keys. Now you'll get only keys, and you want to get only values. Now you can replace keys with values. So by that way you can separate the levels of your dictionary keys from your dictionary and save that in the form of a factor, and separate the values from the dictionary and save it in the form of a vector. Okay, that is what I'm going to do now, and we process that. This dictionary is not useful to me because I will create another dictionary called products. Now this products is going to be dictionary. Okay, I can also write like dict, something like this. You see it is a reserved, it's one of the statements, valid programming statements in reserved statements in Python, something like that. So you don't need to write like that. You can, so as I said, whatever you put inside flower brackets or curly braces, that is going to be I say biscuits. Suppose FM sold some 23 cartons of biscuits. I think I did not close my, and now you got matchbox, match cheese or matchboxes or something like that. Now you got some 34 cartons. You got eggs, and you sold some 12 dozens of, here in India we call dozens. And now you got meat in kilo, like 1 kilo packets or something like that, and you got some 20 kilos, something like that. And then you got let me open now, this is the time to shall we go for soaps. And now soaps are going to be 30 boxes of soaps. Now let me close my dict. That's enough for us. Now products. Now you got the data. Now products, keys. You see you are going to have, sorry, KEYS keys. You got a factor, a beautiful factor. You got some information from your dictionary. As I told you, a dictionary is a combination of the factor and also as well as the vector. In factor you have responses, I mean the names of the products. In vector you have the sales. Now products, values, you got sales. Now what I do, I separate these two items from the dictionary, my dictionary, I mean the products, and save them as products or products, because products we already have, we'll miss that. Products and then keys. Now I have sales, and these sales, products, then values. Now we got products, a simple, now you got sales. Now the problem is, as a data scientist or data analyst, we are going to process this data. Okay, how many we already have. Suppose I want to do the total sum of sales. Maybe these are the units, but suppose if they are provided in currency, now we can simply press sales. Now Python has a higher level function. This is a base function. Now the total number of units sold is 119, something like that. If they are provided in currency, then something like 119 bucks, something like that. Now, as I said, I'm going to show you how to use loops in order to iterate each and every element inside this data types. I mean the data variables. We have two data variables, products and sales. I mean how it is important for us, that I'm going to talk in a short while. But for let me show you. For I, it is as usual. For I in sales, okay. Now print I. You got sales. For I in products, you got print I. So as I told you, this is not, so you see you got biscuits or something like that. Now I'm going to make for I in, I think I should have zip products and sales. I don't know, I'm just trying to I for I and x comma y in let us x, and then print a tab function. I mean this is a special character, then y. I don't know. Yes, correct. You have something like this. You can arrange your data structure. I'm just thinking about how to make meaningful. Okay, fine, that's fine. X and gibberish kind of thing. Okay, this way you can just print them in vertical fashion and say my biscuits are 23. Now somehow you see I think this is a meaningful way to see the data, of course, and you can fix that later. We have to know the length of the word. For each word we need to calculate the length and then subtract the tab, so something like that. Okay, anyway, so you can use for statements in this way in order to print your, I think this is quite meaningful way of arranging data, right? Okay, that is not the best way to use to realize the power of for loops. I'm going to use both if statement and for loop in order to sum up. Suppose if I use sum sales, and you will get all the sales, right? I just wanted to get first biscuits, matchboxes and eggs, so that's all. I just want to leave meat and soaps. How to do that? Now comes the now we need to use the if statement. I'm just going to do that by using for I in sales. Now we're just going to add first of all, I need to create a check parameter that is going to be 0. Sum C is 0. That is going to be, I'm going to use this as a temporary variable to process the sum. For I in sales. So be mindful, we are just going to process first 3 items in the dictionary. For I in sales, C plus is equal to, this is the shortest way to call, otherwise I can say C is equal to C plus I. What is this I? This is just a value in the sales. So the shortcut way to do that is C plus is equal to I. If the iteration reach to sales second, okay, that is we want to, this is 0, this is 1, 2. So when we reach X, then we want to stop this. If sales 2, if I is sales 2, do you know what is this? This is actually the logical parameter. No, I think this should be some, I told you, and or is not, something like that. This is one of the important operators in Python. Okay. Now, if I is the second item in sales, then break. Else print C. So our C is the sum now. Okay, let's say there is a not supporting the object, not supporting sales is a dict. Is it the dict sales? It is a dict value. We still have the sales as a dict value because we did not convert that dictionary into a list. Now sales new is going to be a dictionary. You see, now I'm using the same first statement for I in sales. I think we should use I think, where is the dictionary? This dictionary should be we should be having, it is not the sales actually, we should be having somewhere products. Yeah, products. Now sales new is equal to, so for I in products, okay, now sales new append. So I told you this in my, I don't know whether in this video or in previous video. Now I append product values. Now I think we should be having, oh, so once I commit mistake, I think this goes product values function method object is not iterability in function method product values. Why? Product values. Oh, that is not, I forgot the, oh, now sales new is going to be the dictionary, the list. Now it is possible for us to sum up only the first three. Now you see for I in, for x comma y in zip product, no, prods and sales new print x comma y. Now you see you got the biscuits, matchboxes. So we are going to stop our sum with x. Now see how I am going to use first statement together with for I in sales new. Okay, now yeah, I need to append C, a temporary variable to make the sum for I in sales new, then C is equal to plus is equal to I. So I is actually the ingredient inside sales new. If the I is sales new second value, then break, come out of the control flow, else print C. Now let's see, you see 23, and now let's go back and see the sales. You got 23 and 34. So 23 and 34 together, oh, we call 2 1 2 no 0 I here 0 1 2. So I think we should be through then I1. Okay, the flow is stopping here 57. I think we are not getting, I think we should go further. Sales new, now let's say 0. What is this? Yeah, now this stopping at 34. I think sum up, so this is I is the second one, is going to, so we need to go till 3 here to sum up the first 3 elements in our list. You see 1 20, C already there, so that is why C is equal to 0. Now go do this. Now you got the first 3, 23 plus 34 plus 12, that is going to be the 63. Okay, and you can also come out of this loop and then print, I can just customize my something like print your sum is ready. Now get out of that. Okay, oh, this is 3 times it is going to, if else. Yeah, now you got the C, print C, but 3 times. Okay, anyway, that's the global. So this is how we can make use of first statement and if conditions in order to manage the different data variables that are saved as in the form of tuples, list and dictionaries. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the new content and subscribe to my video channel. Thanks again.